So why is this the most versatile pan from Lodge? Well, that's because it's actually 2 pans. You've got the 5-quart stew pot and the lid, which doubles as a very useful 10-inch skillet. Both of them together, and you've got the Dutch oven that can go in the oven, on the barbecue, over the fire. This one pot can do it all. I like cast iron pots and pans a lot, and if I could only recommend one, it would be this one, the 5-quart double Dutch oven from Lodge. Now, Lodge has been around since 1896, and all of their pans are made in America in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. They're a fantastic value, as this one, the double Dutch oven, goes for about 50 bucks on Amazon or Target. And if you treat it right, it'll last basically forever. Now, all of the Lodge pans and their cookware comes pre-seasoned in the factory. Now, that doesn't mean it's completely non-stick right out of the box, but with time and proper seasoning, it's going to become essentially as good a non-stick as you can get. Now, I use the skillet for pan searing steaks. Because cast iron is really nice and heavy, this is the material that has the best heat retention of just about any cookware that you can get. That makes it the best for browning meat, steaks, hamburgers. Anything you cook in here is going to brown beautifully. That means your steaks are going to get that beautiful pan-seared crust. I also use the skillet on the stovetop for bacon, eggs, sauteing veggies, beans, anything you're going to be doing in a skillet. In the oven, I use the skillet for roasts, bread, or even desserts, like a cobbler or even cinnamon rolls. Straight into the oven, no problem whatsoever. Now this guy, the stew pot, I use, well, for stew and for spaghetti sauces, chili, that kind of stuff. Now, a lot of stuff on the internet, they say you can't do spaghetti sauce in your cast iron, and that's just not true. They keep saying it. I guess maybe if people don't ever season their cast iron or treat it well, that might be a thing. But a well-seasoned cast iron pot, no trouble with a tomato sauce. I do it all the time. You're gonna have a recipe up here somewhere for a meatball sauce, which is fantastic. Anyway, what trick you can do when you're doing especially spaghetti sauces or like a beef stew, something that you want to cook for a long time, let those flavors really mix in, but you don't want to have to worry about stirring it every 10 minutes to keep it from burning on the bottom. What you can do is once you've got everything set and ready to go, it's just time to let it slow cook. You close it up, put it in the oven at about 180, 200 degrees, and leave it in there for 1 to 3 hours, and just let it slow cook. It's going to cook all the way around. If you've got a spaghetti sauce, pasta sauce that still needs to thicken a little bit, you can just leave the lid just a little bit ajar. That'll let some of the moisture out, let the sauce thicken. And that's a trick to let you slow cook food and really let those flavors get in without having to stir it all the time. And one more great thing about cast iron is that you can use it as the perfect serving dish. Remember to put a coaster underneath it. What's great about this is because of the heat retention, once again, that all-important heat retention, this is going to stay warm for a nice long time. It's going to keep your meal warm. And so if things get delayed a little bit, your meal's not going to cool off, and you're not going to have to reheat it, warm it up for everybody. So that's another great thing to use these as a serving dish on the table. Now, to care for your cast iron, after you've cooked with it, all you do is you scrub it clean with hot water and a brush. You almost never need anything else. I've got a whole video on caring for cast iron. Put that link in the description. But that's pretty much the key to it, is just scrub it out clean and then get it dry. And for that, it's about 3 minutes on the burner. I've got a timer. I'm going to go ahead and set that. A little bit of heat's going to dry it off. Just a very thin layer of oil is going to re-season it. Cover everything you care about. And that's done. And that's it. Now cast iron doesn't go in the dishwasher, and that's a good thing. Don't have to deal with any of that. That's all you need to do is rinse it out, scrub it, dry it. It should always be a little bit greasy and completely dry before you hang it up or put it away. One final bonus with the double Dutch oven is if you happen to have, like me, the large 10-inch griddle, well, the cover of the double Dutch works perfectly well on the griddle as well. And that's fantastic for melting cheese on your cheeseburgers or keeping that whole thing warm. So this all works together. I'll put a link to all three down in the descriptions if you want to try and figure out where you can buy those. If you like this video, the most important thing for me, please, please, please subscribe up here. Right now I'm a tiny little channel. I need all the help I can get. Let me know down in the comment section next time I do a review video if you'd like me to do it drunk. That might be fun. And right over here, the next video you can watch is how to pan sear a beautiful steak in this skillet right here in cast iron. Great video right here. This video is over. Clean up, put stuff away. We'll see you later.